Hey Craftiana, so let's get into today's project. Today we're blinging out these Vaseline jars. I have 6 of them to do, and they just want around the logo in clear stones and this blue part. They don't want the upper top because they want to do something themselves to that. So that's what we'll be doing. I have to take all these labels off. Don't feel like doing that because I tried to do when it's been fighting me already. We're going to be using SS16 as our main size stone. Then I have some SS12, SS10, and SS6s for filler stones. So let's get right into it. Okay, Craftiana, let's get into it. So first I'm starting off with this SS12 rhinestone, and I'm going around the top part of this logo and completing the first row around each and every one of these Vaseline jars before I go into the body. Now, I did end up switching it up on the rest of these and went in with just a straight SS16 all around because I like that fit better. I thought the the SS12 was the perfect size. Turns out not to be true. The SS16 fit a little better, if you get what I mean, okay? Sometimes you need a little bigger to get you right, and the bigger stone was the right choice. Okay. Now, as you can see, I'm just going around the very top, right under that blue lid. I'm not going on that lid. I'm going literally right under there as close as possible and keeping a neat outline because this is going to set our base and our foundation for the rest of this Vaseline jar, okay? I don't know what they wanted to do with these 6 Vaseline jars, but that's their business. They got it. Now, they didn't want the very top part of the lid blinged out because they want to do what they do, and that's their business, okay? You could do, that's your business. I'm going to do what you ask. So I'm making sure I keep this row nice, clean, and neat, okay? I'm making sure I get them as close as possible without overlapping them and pressing them so tight that they start lifting and bucking up, okay? We're not bucking like no mechanical bulls. That's not the goal today, Craftiana. Okay, and you see that first row is done. See, I did that on all of them. Now, and then I end up also going around the logo. I did that because I like to go around my logos and my main size stone because that keeps it pretty pristine and pretty. What I say, pretty pristine and pretty. You heard it. Oh, I don't know where I got that from, but pretty pristine and pretty. Okay. Ooh, I think I like that. But once you bling around your logo and your main size stone, and if you ooh, I'm still stuttering. Help me out. Find it. I'm finding it. When you bling around your logos and your main size stone, that's your focal point. If the body of whatever you're blinging is that same size, it looks a lot neater instead of having filler stones around your logo because your eye is gravitated to that logo naturally, and you want it to look symmetrical and even with everything else. That's why I outline it with my main size stone, just to give it a little oomph and a little and make it look uniform. So I'm just going in with my second row now, and we're honeycombing our way down. And whatever our SS16, our main size stone, don't fit, then we put a filler stone. You won't be able to notice too much. I promise you, we'll all look uniform and neat at the end, Craftiana. Like, sometimes you just gotta listen and not be so hard-headed. I'm trying to help you out. And also, next week, I'll be showing you how to bling out a wood letter, the letter E. It will be a full in-depth tutorial on how I honeycomb and stuff, and I will show you the basics, and it's a lot slowed down and a lot more zoomed in. So I'm just pointing out that I got this second row done, okay, and this is one of the jars. So I just repeated that process over and over and honeycomb my way on down. That's all. It is really the same thing over and over, just going round and round and round and round. Excuse me. You know, sometimes I be feeling like, why y'all like sugar in y'all grits? I don't know. That's just been on my spirit heavy today. Like, Craftiana, sweet grits, I was raised on butter, salt, and pepper. Butter, salt, and pepper. And that's my go-to. It's going to get me right every time. Every time. Oop, I done switched up the POV on you. Now I'm going in. We're getting close to this bottom. So I'm just blinging out this bottom. I don't know what's wrong with me, child. And I'm just repeating that process over and over. Now, when I get close enough to the bottom, there's like, you'll always know where your last row should be. So I'm going to place that last row with the SS16 because I like my top, bottom, and logo to all be uniform. I don't want no filler stones there. And I'm going to do that before I get all the way there because I want to ensure that I have enough room for a full-size stone there. I don't want no filler stones at the top, bottom, or the logo. So before I get all the way down there, I'm going to put a base row of my SS16 down at the logo. It'll make sense once I show you later. and it just gives you a uniform look. And I'm just outlining, and I do that for every single one of these. And I'm going in at the bottom, the bottommost bottom, because I'm getting to a point where a SS16 won't fit between the rest of them in there, and it would need a filler stone between there. So I would rather have the filler stone between my two SS16 rows than at the very bottom. So everything is nice and unique. What Beyonce say? Unique, okay? And I set that to the side, let that dry. And now holding these jars, I could not find a proper way to hold this without hurting my hand. Ugh, the horror, darling, the horror. But also, I sprained my wrist like sometime last year, maybe August, September, I don't know. And it's still not fully healed. It still be acting tricky. But we're just filling in the rest of this, and we're just going to get that done, okay? It's a very repetitive process, to be honest, Craftiana. But I love what I do, okay? I get a lot of orders. Well, not a lot. Oh, I'm exaggerating. I get like a lot of random work to do on random things, and I'm so grateful. And sometimes you just got to figure it out, because some stuff will be oddly shaped, and you got to figure out what makes sense and what will look the best on your product. Like, everything is not the same thing. Well, you know that. Duh. Everything isn't like the same process. It's the same process, but sometimes you gotta rock with your curves, your lumps and humps and dips, because they will try it. Now we have that all finished. Let's go into this lid. They wanted an SS20 on the lid. If it was up to me, I would have did an SS16, but we're gonna do that lid. Why is my hand blocking the view? Wow. Oh, okay. But I'm just doing the same thing that I did for the body of this. The body of this. I'm going in with this blue, and I'm doing a base outline around the perimeter of the first part, and then I just fill in the rest. That's pretty much all it is. Same thing, one color at a time. Well, I like to work one color at a time. I like to do all my color on one. If I'm doing a project of multiples, I like to do all the same color on the first project, on the first one, and then move on to the next color and do all that same color, and so forth and so forth, because I ain't got a lot of space, and having all these rhinestones and different sizes everywhere and all these colors and stuff mixing up, and child, I don't got that type of space, okay? I gotta work with what I got, but also it just keeps me sane, because child, all that stuff everywhere would drive me cuckoo. I like some form of uniformity. Okay, Craftiana. Yeah, I've been going through. I need my car fixed, or I need a new car or something. Help me. Help me. Why am I moving so slow on this? I didn't decide to speed this up or nothing. But as you can see, we're placing it brick by brick. I'm running stuff out of talked about. I will give y'all a story time, but I don't need y'all judging me, okay? Because sometimes y'all get judgmental. I don't know about on here, but down to the tickety tock, not to the tickety, yeah, to the tickety tock. I don't know. I just feel like a judgmental spirit. We're supposed to be a safe space here, Craftiana, okay? Because I feel like John Legend, that man is so fine. And some of y'all tried to play me about my choice of man, but oh my goodness, he mused me, honey. He mused me, darling. He mused me. And I feel like Miss Chrissy Teigen. Oh my gosh, do y'all listen to Chrisette Michelle? Because I love Chrisette Michelle. And I was watching her interview on the Terrell show, and she was telling the story how she was writing a song, and it was for John Legend, and she was like, there's another woman named Chrissy, and she was like, it wasn't her, it was Chrissy Teigen. That was a key, okay? That was hilarious to me. That lady is hilarious, and her vocals is top tier. So I'm still doing this lid, and as you can see, this must be in real time, because this is how slow it is. Like, a lot of this is sped up. Y'all gotta know the difference between a lot of us content creators speed up the process on video. We speed, because my mom, she thought she was watching a tutorial or something, and she didn't know, like, my mom's older and she doesn't really get into technology. She didn't know a lot of stuff was cut out and sped up. Baby, this takes time, okay? This is not a 10-minute job. This takes time and patience, okay? Like, you really have to have some type of patience and a whole lot of Oh, look at that first row done. And we're just going to fill the rest of this in and get into the final product. But you really need a lot of patience for this, Craftiana. This is the final product. I didn't have a landscape video. I don't know what happened, but get into it. They came out so cute. Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow. And follow me on my social medias. Thank you.